Hello. Today I wanted to talk about trapped emotions in the body and the nervous system. So, when you are talking about the trapped emotions, they are described as unprocessed or overwhelming experiences that can leave kind of like an imprint on us. And this imprint can be physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically. And some of the things that can happen that you've experienced before is the stress response, which is the fight, freeze, or fawn. So, as we are experiencing something overwhelming, our nervous system will activate the survival mode, i.e., like when we were, cavemen and the bear was chasing us, then our survival mode kicks in. And even though these days and times we typically don't bears chasing us, if we don't fully process and release the energy by either crying, shaking, running, screaming, any of that, the body may want to hold on to that stress response. But over time, this uncompleted stress cycle can make us feel like we have tension in our bodies and heaviness or even emotional blocks. And there is emotions that can get trapped and stored in the nervous system. And in the autonomic nervous system is one of the systems that holds a lot of this. So the anatomic is what controls our breathing, heart rate, digestion. It adapts to repeated stress. And if we have chronic fight or flight that keeps us on high alert, um, while freeze can leave us numb or shut down, these patterns can get wired in, making the nervous system default to being in survival mode even when we are safe. Another place that these emotional blocks or emotional feelings can feel trapped is in the body. So, our muscles and fascia, which are the connective tissues, and even some of our organs can tense up and protect us during these stressful situations. If releasing doesn't happen, then the tension begins to be chronic. This is why some people often feel the emotions surface during like massages and yoga and breath work because your body is finally saying it's safe to let it go. One thing that I wanted to mention is when I was in a four-car pileup, I stored all of that in my throat and I have heartburn. I have chronic heartburn. So I have been working on releasing that. And that's where my body decided to hold on to that stress. Sometimes you can store it in the brain. And there's a thing called the amygdala, which is the emotional alarm system, and the hippocampus, which is the memory, and they can work together. And if trauma is caused in that emotional system, it wants to stay hypervigilant, while the memory part struggles to file that experience as in the past. And that can create a loop where old emotions keep resurfacing as if they're happening right now. And another way to look at it is emotions are energy in motion. And if they're blocked or stagnant in the body's energy field, like the chakras, the meridians, they can be stuck in there. And one good example for this is if you're having grief, you might feel that in your chest and your heart chakra, or even anxiety. That's where my anxiety sits, is in my heart chakra. You may have fear, and that might sit in your lower belly, which is connected to your root chakra. Or stress that's in your neck and shoulders, it could be clogging your throat chakra. So, the good news is that the body can release these trapped emotions through practices like breath work. You could do some shaking or dancing, any movements. You can do EFT tapping, and as you guys know, that's one of my favorite modalities. You can do journaling. You can, think of a situation and think of what you want to journal about. You could write a letter to somebody in your journal and burn it, or just throw it away or whatnot. There's other energy healing that you can do, but these ideas kind of help the nervous system complete the cycle so you can return back to regulation. And another thing that I personally love doing is breath work. So all you have to do is just sit there and breathe into your thoughts, into your body, and just feel it, and then just let it flow out. And these are some of my ideas for the trapped emotions that you could be experiencing and where they can be located in the body. So let me know in the comments what your favorite modality is to get these trapped emotions out, and if you have anything to add to the list. I hope you have a fabulous rest of the day. Bye for now.